Hey, and welcome back to Ultrasign. And I'm still Niklas, and Andreas is with us once again. And right to the music. I think we should go right to the music. Is the right way to say it. What have you bring us with you today?
Well, today I'm gonna kick it off with an old classic, maybe as usual, but this is New Order, True Faith from 1987, and at the time this was a very modern video. It's directed by a French director, and it's weird, but it's also very cool, and
How do
somehow
you mean weird? The video is weird, or the
yes.
direction, direct, or
Well, the video is weird.
okay, so not the quality or something.
No, no,
Okay.
and the song is great. I mean,
87.
yeah. So
Mm.
I told you about the song and you said I never heard about it, but it was quite a big hit in around that time,
Yeah.
and it's well, it's maybe top five New Order songs that people would know, or at least it's on my top five.
So, what is New Order for kind of music for? Tell me. I really can't place them. I
Well,
know the name, but I don't can say, oh, this song, or this kind of.
oh, okay. Then I will bring some more
Yeah.
New Order tracks.
Well.
It used to be a new wave band at the beginning because when the singer in Joy Division died, when he ended his life, uh, the rest of the guys quit as Joy Division and became New Order. And they also brought a new member, a girl, and the guitar player had to become the singer, and he had never done that before. And they formed New Order, and they became more of a electronic band, very front edge with new technology and samples and stuff. This is early 80s.
Okay.
And in 1984, they released a track called Blue Monday, which is the most sold 12-inch single in history, still is.
Okay.
And they still lose money for every sold copy because the cover was so expensive. But they didn't give a fuck because they they were very successful, and they said no, it's gonna look like this, and it has to be this material. And the record label was kind of an indie label in Manchester called Factory Records, and they also had a nightclub called the Hacienda, which is legendary, which New Order uh, they bought half the ownership in the club. So they made very cool front edge technical music, and they could just be in their own club and you know do lots of drugs and just spend all the money on a record that they lost money for every copy they sold. And the club eventually went bankrupt and they lost all the money, of course. But so yeah, New Order is an electronic band, and but it's also a mashup of electronic and British guitar, pop, kind
Okay.
of new wave-ish.
Okay.
So
Well.
it's it's a it's a very interesting band, I think, and they were like a cutting edge band in the 80s because they had this mix of high tech and the guitar and electric bass sound, but it doesn't sound traditional in any way. So yeah, that's it. And this is a very cool video. But it is weird, or it was considered weird at the time because it's more arty than a conventional pop video was at the time.
Yeah, but it has happened a lot with that to now since then.
Yeah, but
so yeah,
this,
but
this looks amazingly modern, considering. I mean, all the time that's passed. It's what, almost 35 years since this
yes,
was
it
made.
is, yeah.
That's a very long time.
And it's a very popular song. I think almost more than 19 million views on YouTube
Oh,
on 8 years.
oh, there you go.
Yeah, so well, we don't gonna be the first ones.
No, that was never the point. It was I just wanted to bring a classic track that kind of, it's a well-known band, but still a lot of people don't know about them. So,
Mm.
if you like it, check out their catalog. I think it's great.
Yeah, well, we have to listen and see.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know this. Direct. Okay. Yes.
Oh, 3 seconds.
Yeah. The video, the clapping, and the sound. Yeah. It reminds me of my childhood. I was 7 when this came out. So.
Yeah, okay.
So well, okay. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, whoa, that gave me the memories from my childhood, really. Wow, I haven't thought about this video for so long.
No, me neither, actually. But I was listening to.
First of all, I really like this.
Me too. It's so French.
Yeah, French, I don't know, but it's
It is.
yeah, it's very surrealistic. Do you say that in English?
Yes, exactly.
And
That's
and
the French touch.
yeah, and they really got a great idea how they want to make the video with all the camera angles and
Yeah.
well, it's hard to explain what I mean, but it's something. It's very. They really give this a big thought before they did it. How they want to do it.
Yes, very much. And
Yeah.
they always been very visual with the stuff. And yeah, I just really like this video. It's
Yeah, I love it when I was a child.
yeah, and
And
I was 17 when
yeah,
it came out, and I just loved it.
I
I
think,
mean, it was really something different to other stuff that was played
but I
on.
think the most thing remember is I was kind of jealous that I kind of jump like this. I want to do it on my bed. I want to do it.
Oh yeah,
you know. So, but yeah, okay. And the music was very good too.
yeah. I really like it. You know, I like electronic stuff, but also weird stuff, and I like lots of stuff.
That's the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess this video and this music make me happy.
Yeah, me too.
And but the song doesn't sound so happy actually.
No, I was just
When you
gonna say
when you're thinking about it.
it's also very melancholic.
Yeah,
But
and
the touch. I mean, their take on music is always very melancholic. But this is one of their happy songs, but it's still very melancholic.
and the lyrics seems to be quite sad-ish.
Yeah,
I feel so extraordinary. I don't care if I'm here tomorrow. And okay, deep
Yeah.
stuff and good stuff, but
yeah, drug stuff.
maybe. Of course.
It
Well,
is.
I think so too. But I think you can take this and replace it in people that just sad, or you don't have to think about drugs. I think, or maybe
No, but that's how it came about. But it's kind of existential in a way
Yeah.
that you know, who fucking cares? I don't care if I live tomorrow or not. But you know, and so also kind of a looking back thing. I used to, you know, think that, you know, the day would never come. It's yeah, it's kind of deep in a way.
Yeah, and I really want to read this lyric more. What do you say? Noggrann.
Yeah,
I can translate it.
thorough.
Thorough. Yeah. Yeah. Translate from English to English? No, thank you.
That's weird.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I like this, and it's hard to feel more than I remember how my youth was, how my childhood, because well, we had. I don't remember exactly when we got MTV, but around 87, I think.
Yeah,
And I remember I watched MTV so much,
yeah, me
and
too.
and this video and David Bowie and Dire Straits, you know, a lot of thing and music I don't think would have been mainstream today. It was
No,
just
exactly. But
pumping around and
it's also, I there is this documentary about MTV, which is very good. I think that I mean, they were actually the only forum for the music business for a few years to to have a window.
yeah,
So they MTV they didn't have enough. They couldn't pick and choose too much, so they played pretty much the videos that the record companies sent to them. So it could be kind of anything, but the mix was fantastic. A couple of years before MTV became something else.
yeah, and well, I don't know so much about MTV, but video was expensive to do. Music was more expensive to do.
Yeah.
So of course, if they had it, they played it.
Yeah, because
And
it looked. I mean, the videos look good.
yeah, the video's great. I think the only thing that come near in the ID is Pink Floyd, High Hopes, or something like
Yeah.
in the. Do you know Wes Anderson?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of that kind of filming, you know. This scene
Yes.
and this scene talks or says so much, but it's quite easy or not much happening, but it's very direct and it's very yeah.
It's very visual and it, it just it looks nice and it tells you a story and it's a bit different with, as you say, the angles and stuff. But it's, I mean, there's not very much to this video in scenes, but it's edited so clever that it's
Yeah.
kind of interesting all the way through. I think it's only 4 scenes basically, including the live band.
Oh, maybe, yeah. The jumping, the ball. Um, yeah,
I mean,
maybe 4 or 5 scenes. Yeah.
yeah, the turtle and the acrobats, everything is in the same room, as you can see.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know, the outside scene, and then it's the jumping scene, which is kind of on its own. But it's just edited in an interesting way.
Yeah, and very good. And I think more bands should do something like this today. You know, because
Yeah,
this
me too.
don't grow old on the
Exactly.
same way that a lot of stuff do now. You know, if you can look at a video for 10 years ago, and if it was just a rock and roll video, and say, okay, this is old now. This camera angles, this way to zoom in or something, it's just boring, and everyone have done it, and blah blah blah. But this is still fresh. This is still something else. So
Yeah, and it also goes with the music because I don't know if anything sounds like that. I know, you know, people try, and there's lots of New Order wannabes around, but they maybe they don't do, you know, drugs. I don't know, but
I don't, I can't too
It-
much of this genre of music to know, but
it's
well,
just in and it's kind of timeless.
yeah,
That goes for most of the stuff they did in the 80s, especially. Then you can hear it's getting a bit dated from mid 90s and onwards. It's not bad, but it doesn't have the same kind of adventurous pioneer thing that we are creating something that didn't exist before. So they kind of reinvent themselves
okay.
the last 15 years, and it's not that interesting. Yeah.
No, it's hard for bands. I think that go, was so big to reinvent themselves and do something new because the fans want the same, but
Yeah,
also
that
they want new stuff. But it should sound as it did. But
yeah, but that's the
so
problem because
yeah,
then the fans don't give credit to the band when they try to uh,
exactly.
find new ways, and so they have to kind of copy themselves to please the fans, to be able to go on another big tour, you know. So they're actually suckers. They give the fans what they want, kind of
And
forget what they want to do themselves.
and I get that too because in
Yeah,
one period in your life, maybe it's more easy to just do that and okay, this gives us money, I can pay everything, blah blah blah,
yeah.
and the fans is happy, or most of them is happy, and I get that too, but that a lot of bands does that. Um,
Yeah, of
but
course they do, because it's a big machine and
yeah,
lots
and
of people to pay and big houses, and they they
and
have
it's hard to
gotten big.
reinvent yourself. Also,
Yeah, maybe you just
maybe just have this. And sometimes when I read books and stuff like that, I think how many people can this writer do before it's going to repeat themselves
yeah,
and I think it's the same with music. If you don't get inspired by new stuff and new stuff and new stuff and very open for what you're listening to, but if you just I doing my stuff, I don't listen to others, it's going to be very very small. After a while, it's going to be the same and the same.
yeah, because
Uh,
the fans for especially the tours, they would be disappointed because they want to hear the old stuff, and they think the new stuff is just strange, or they don't really want to get into this new direction of the artist, or
mm,
so I can see why they kind of just
both,
give up.
you know, uh, both.
And after very very long time in that industry, maybe you just lose the drive you had when you were younger, and try to switch in doors and make something artistic and new. And
Yeah, you have to come to a place in your life that you really don't care about success or new money or if you have want to do new stuff and don't really care about what the mainstream fans. I mean, you have hardcore fans and they're gonna support you anyway.
yeah,
But even if they don't like anything you do, everything you do, but they're gonna support you because you try.
yeah,
Uh, and and I don't know if the successful is so up they are so up in just in themselves that they just want to have more money and get richer and richer and richer instead. "Oh, okay, this is enough I have, so I have a good life.
but
Let's do."
no one seems to think like that. That
Yeah, I think I know a lot of artists that do that, but
okay, okay, the really big ones, I think they just go
I
and
don't know if they are biggest and the biggest, but people like if you take Nick Cave.
yeah, yeah, he
Yeah,
doesn't give
yeah,
shit.
because he just want to do what he want to do, and
Yeah, and he always did. I respect him very much. I like his music very much as well. But there's always exceptions. But
yeah,
I think the big uh, difference, 30 years into your career to most artists, or yeah, the majority, is that when you were young and up and coming, you had nothing to lose. You could just do whatever you wanted because you didn't have employees, or you had no audience or expectations. You could just do whatever because there was nothing to lose. And then later on, it's such a big machine, so you have a lot to lose, or you feel responsible to the whole uh, machine that you're supporting.
And yeah, and it's the industry is in a way that way too. You know, the music company want to save stuff because they knew the sales. So it's not always the artist. It's many factors. But however, enough about that.
Yeah.
A good song and a really really good video, and well, thank you for this. That made me
Well,
happy.
thank you.
Yeah.
And very nice conversation about this. So thank you. So what do
And
you have?
yes, and if you like this, go in and like the original, or the source, it's better to say, video, like it, and I don't know if these people do something nowadays, but support them if they do, or something like that. Listen to it anyway. Okay. Bye.